Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back once again to the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind TM. Where at the moment we're in the mountains. Yes, we're in the Vallis Mountains, aren't we? I don't know what the actual region on the map is called, rather. But it's effectively the Vallis Mountains. Over on the other side of these is Cyrodiil. So, yep, here we are. We're in Uman. This little place here. There's a Hound's Rest Inn and a trader, and that's basically it. It's just like a tiny outpost next to a big, sodding, massive Dahrk ruin on that side, and well, not a lot else actually. There's a little guard tower thing here. I suppose we'll be checking out that Dahrk ruin. Now, did we rest? We must have done. It's 11 AM. We'll probably stay the night here, though, I imagine, before we move on. But I suggest we head down the hill here and check out this yonder Dahrk ruin. See what it has to offer. We've had a few pretty epic Dahrk ruins lately, so... is there anything I need to do? I was just checking to see if I had any repair bits. And let's switch to the old halberd. We've not been using the halberd very much lately. I dig the new varieties of mushrooms, by the way. They're pretty cool. It's still Morrowind. It's still mushrooms. It's just, in this new biome, slightly different varieties of mushrooms. Although I'm noticing a little bit of overlap with... that armor is still really cool. I'm noticing a little bit of overlap with the Shivering Isles. Like, I feel like I can recognize some of these mushrooms from the Shivering Isles. Which I think, honest to God, is probably part of the reason I really liked the Shivering Isles back in the day, is literally just because it reminded me of Morrowind with all the mushrooms. It tickled my little nostalgia neurons. I wonder if I can, like, can I loot any of these? This one's really weird looking. It's like part tree, part mushroom or something. What even is that? Also, there's a Dwemer ruin up there, all the way on that mountaintop. Oh, that's got a Moria vibe to it, hasn't it? What's the name of the thing? The Durin's Peak or something? There's a tower at the very top of the mountain over Moria in Lord of the Rings. It has a name. Up the endless stair and into the highest peak, which has a name, and it's called something, and I don't remember. I've grown a little Lord of the Rings rusty when it comes to my Lord of the Rings lore lately. My brain only has so much capacity to retain this stuff before it gets thrown in the recycle bin. I have to go back and reread stuff to remind myself what everything's called. Names in particular seem to be a sort of a high priority item for the computer that is my brain to just sort of delete from memory every now and again. Well, he was a bit tougher than I thought he'd be. I noticed that also Publius is just having a weird moment here. There we go. Belbetu's Blessing, which I cannot cast. I'll have this barn amulet though. Bit of free healing. And didn't I make an amulet as well last time? I made... oh, what was it? A floaty belt. Ah, yes, I almost forgot. Yeah, I need to remind myself we have that. I can now levitate pretty much whenever I like, as long as this thing has charge. We no longer have to rely solely on potions for that. I'm using numeric designation instead of names would help. Nah. Nah, I'm even worse with numbers, my friend. Remember, I had to do my GCSE maths twice. Once as an adult, and still only managed to scrape a B. Numbers are right out, my friend. It's a miracle I can even spell as half as well as I can. Ald Uman Shrine. Now, Publius, do we want to bring you in here? Usually we don't, but maybe we'll give this a go. Zerexigal or something? Yeah. For the Lord of the Rings thing. Get away from me, Storm Atronach. There we go. This guy running around being chased by Publius. Hilarious. I grow weak, do I? Well, it looks like it's an Orc Malakath themed Daedric Ruin, I have to imagine. Out of charge. Boo. What do we got then? A skull! Orcish War Axe. I like the addition of the skull, that's unusual. Coloured lanterns, everybody! Pretty lanterns! Yeah! RGB gamer lanterns. I love it. Hello there, do you know what? Are you Malakath or are you Boethia? I'm not sure. I think you're Malakath. I will not tempt the gods by taking any of that. Even classic games aren't safe from the plague that is RGB. Yeah, I've never been a big RGB guy, and yet here I am with a glowy keyboard and an even glowier computer that's just vomiting rainbows all the time because it was cheap. You know, it was a good PC, it was pre-built, and it was cheap. And I decided, you know what, fine, I'll just... the RGB will be a tax that I have to put up with. And this keyboard, as much as I don't really care for the RGB glowiness, it's honestly a really good keyboard. It's lasted me way longer than any of the others I've had. So... And I put it through some abuse, too, so... It's like it's just absolutely filled with cat hair. Random splatters of paint. Bits of it have been melted by polycement. And it keeps trucking on. Ooh, scuttle. Nom. Marshmallow as well. Crush fiber. In the back of my head, something is telling me that crush fiber is mega useful for something, but I can't remember what it is. I think the last time I played a character that had really good alchemy, I discovered that crush fiber does something super useful, but I just don't remember. Oh my god, what now? It's a skeleton. That's not what I was expecting. Skeleton warrior. The old ways. Book of Daedra. We got a couple of trapped and locked chests. Well, I'm curious. Where are the probes at? Or do I not have any? No, I've got probes. We good. We got probes. My security skill has finally increased to 10, ladies and gentlemen. We're in double digits. Oh my god, did you see that? First attempt. Ah, I jinxed it now. Oh yeah, punch the chest. That'll do the trick. It's only got 2 uses left in it. There we go. Not too complex, really. Crap. We're running out of lockpicks. I mean, like, decent ones. Yeah, I can't get that open now. That's annoying. So I've got something that I can unlock it. That's another thing I should get. I should get an unlocking spell so I can make some sort of doodad that unlocks things. Because, I mean, yeah, I mean, unlocking stuff is like, that's one thing you can't really do with potions. So... we seem to have a weird sort of dearth of unduties unhinging scrolls lately, actually. And this was just full of garbage anyway, so... fucking low-level, random-leveled loot table garbage. Now, can we get out of this without levitating? That is the question. Probably not. Floaty belt, away! There's more. Skeletons, I mean. This one's a dead Imperial by the looks of things. Skeleton champion with a silver claymore. Yeah, they did get rid of open lock spells in Skyrim, didn't they? They were really bloody keen on you playing the terrible minigame. Does anyone know, does Starfield finally have a new lockpicking minigame? I hope to God it does, because I'm sick of the old one. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised as well if it's just some sort of stupid Gamebryo engine thing. Because I've mentioned this before, but have you ever noticed how, like, when you get lock bashing mods or any kind of mod that involves opening locks for Skyrim or even Oblivion, it tends to be buggy as hell. Like, almost without exception, it always seems to be a bit dodgy. Doesn't seem to be a difference between hacking and lockpicking in Starfield. Oh, right, so no more little word brain teasers. In when hacking into computers in Starfield. That's almost a shame. Alright, so that leads to the Sepulchre. Where does the other way go? There are only 4 or 5 positions where the lock can be picked in the minigame. I didn't realise that. I just assumed it was just completely random every time. I've always hated the minigame too much to actually ever bother trying to get good at it. Alright, this is locked, and I'm going to go ahead and say probably not going to be able to get into that. So maybe we'll find a key for that later somewhere. Pickpocketing is done in real time via the quick loot system. Ooh, that's definitely spicier than before. Let's walk a bit, get our fatigue back. Pickpocketing has often felt like a bit of an afterthought in the Elder Scrolls, to be honest. There rarely seems to be a very good reason to do it, considering how risky it is. I mean, I suppose I like at least that it's there as an option, but I mean, I've certainly never used it in Morrowind. almost never use it in Oblivion. I think I occasionally pickpocket in Skyrim, but only because it transparently tells you exactly what the percentage chance of success is. Real-time lockpicking makes stealth more fun. Yeah, I'll admit that, actually, because I remember playing Thief, well, all the Thief games, really, but in particular, Thief 3, which had its own lockpicking minigame, and you did it in real time. So there was always this kind of sweat and bullets moment when you're trying to pick open this chest or whatever, and there's a guard coming down the hallway. Adds a bit of tension. Leah 2023X, thank you very much for the Prime sub. Either the notification went off and it was so quiet I didn't notice it, or I think Streamlabs notifications might be a bit buggered. Either that or I've buggered something up. I wouldn't put that past myself. Me bugger something up? Surely not. Now what's the deal here? Can we go down a level here, or what is this? I can find no other doorways here, unless. Yeah, I think there is one. It just leads down there. Oh, this leads down to the statue room we were in. Oh no, it doesn't. I see skeletons walking down there. We have not been down there. This is different. This is definitely different. Exquisite amulet. Yeah, I need to enchant that with something. It's kind of a cool looking amulet, actually. It's very unusual for this game. Like a green gemstone of some kind. Big long one, thin one hanging down. Obviously modded. I wonder if it's a gemstone. Maybe it's glass. You know, I'm just looking at that and the glass halberd and thinking they look very similar. Be kind of cool if that's what it was. Right, anyway, let's deploy the floaty belt and make our way down. Hello, skeletons! Death from above! Oh, dude's summoning golden saints and has a lot of health. I worry about Publius, and then of course he immediately died. Yeah, we're gonna leave you up on the top level, mate. I'm gonna deal with this myself. I'm all right without it, Deacon. Honestly, the thing I find about lock bashing is it feels a bit like cheating to me. It always kind of feels a bit like cheating, even when there are downsides like it damaging your weapon. Oh boy, we really need to get him back over here somehow, don't we? Oh wait, there we go. We're good. We're good. Right, buddy. Stay here. It still kind of feels like cheating. The only thing, right, and this is something I do kind of like, and this is something that I think, was it Knights of the Old Republic 2 that did this, and I think maybe Neverwinter Nights 2? It was one of the Neverwinter Nights games that did this, but I'm okay with it if there's a chance that items get broken. So I'm okay with like bashing stuff open as long as there's a chance that you're going to destroy whatever was inside. That seems fair to me. Because that means that that a reason for lockpicking still exists, even if you've got just a big weapon and lots of strength. Let's see. Do I have some kind of amazeballs, like friggin' I am become death destroyer of worlds sort of scroll here? Actually I do have a few. This looks good to me. Elemental burst fire. I think maybe I have one or two of these. Yeah, we need floaty belt. Floaty belt. There we go. And we're dead. I didn't even pay any attention to my health bar. Whoops. Scrollenheimer. Yeah. Okay, I mean, who hasn't done it, right? Who hasn't, like... Oh, no, not this again. Publius, come on, this way. I should have quick saved before I came down there. Who hasn't, in all the time they've played this game, just gone God mode and given themselves unlimited money and gone to a spellmaker and made the biggest, dumbest fireball they could possibly make? If you've not done that in this game, have you even lived? Yeah, stay here.
What say you?
If you haven't tried to destroy the entirety of Balmora with one magical nuke, using the spell-making system in this game, what are you doing? He's nailing me with some nastiness as well, isn't he? I have a potion of, like, Dispel or something. Bargain, restore agility. Truly the greatest of potions there. Oh no, did I just summon you? Yeah, get down there and start fighting. Don't have any more offensive scrolls. That Grey Despair scroll, like Drain Willpower on target, is actually more useful than I ever gave it credit for. So after that, well, what happened last time where we decided to lower the mage's willpower so that we could silence him. Until recently, Grey Despair would have been a scroll that I'd immediately just sold and not paid any attention to, but I have discovered since that, you know what? Kind of useful. I might be about to use it right now, actually. Yeah, the Scroll of Blind Faith. Blind 50% for 5 seconds on self, shock damage, and weakness to shock. Seems to be doing the job. I'm going to try this Grey Despair on him, and then try and silence him. Don't know if that worked though. Although, it's kind of looking like he might be out of magicka anyway. Also, that is a Daedric Battle Axe. I do not appreciate that in the slightest. I very need to quickly deploy the floaty belt. Alright, we're doing levitation archery cheese, ladies and gentlemen. It is happening. It is happening. Gotcha. Rest of you I shall deal with the old-fashioned way, although I would like a little bit of shield. There we go. Whoa, skeleton with a big axe. Undead Nord. We did it! With a little bit of know-how and some magical doodads, we have succeeded. You know how, like, every Skyrim playthrough turns into, stereotypically turns into a stealth archer? I have a feeling that every Morrowind playthrough eventually just turns into a magical gadget playthrough. Glass shard sword. Probably cursed. If I pick that up, it'll summon something, I can almost guarantee it. That's another Malakath statue, though it's an unusual one. Different pose. Fantasy Batman every time. Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Muffins. Anything else? More muffins? Bread. Num. Be interested to play a character who just refuses to use any magic ever, including items. I just don't think it's doable, man. Like, what would you do if you have to go visit the Telvanni? You'd be fucked. You can't climb. Not in this game. Floaty belt away! I need to go get Publius from upstairs. Hey, Oxnaya. Yeah, and yeah, no potions means no healing, pretty much as well. So. It sounds like a fun challenge run, but I think it would drive you a little bit insane after a while. Right, I think we probably were in the antechamber earlier, so let's check out. Let's go this way. Oh, didn't notice that. Delightful. Oh, no, this is the area room earlier. Maybe this is past the door that was locked we couldn't get into. Yeah, we're back in here. I just didn't notice the side passage at all. Me not noticing a thing? Who'd have thunk it, man? Let's try the other door then. Oh my god, hello. Is this because I disposed of the skeleton barbarian's corpse and he therefore respawned? That's quite funny. Yeah, if you dispose of corpse on this with the creatures, they do respawn when you come back in. At least they, you know, it happens with outdoor creatures like cliff races and stuff. That's the first time I've seen it happen with an indoor thing like a skeleton. Big orcish claymore that's about as tall as we are. Although it somehow has less reach than the halberd, which is just seems wrong. Like, it just seems so incorrect. I mean, that versus that? Yeah, no way. This has way more reach. But the claymores are all like ridiculously huge in this game for some reason. Don't know why. They just are. What's more classic than a generic walking skeleton with a sword? A generic walking skeleton with a sword and a shield. Oh boy. This guy's got armor. And he hits pretty hard too. Shall live by the orcish sword and die by it. Wow. It's been a while since we've just run into a genuinely tough warrior, actually. It makes a change. At last, a worthy foe. Well, not getting in there. Oh, interesting. That's a fun glitch. That feels like cheating. Just normal wizards, just a slab of pure orcish smithery, yes. anything that could aid us in that department, perhaps? Did I pick up like a potion of fortify attack at some point? I know they're pretty rare, but... Nord mead, that'll do. It's not quite a potion of fortify attack, but it'll help. There we go. I'll chew through some of his armor. There we go. Nord mead. It's the miracle drink. In vanilla, it's Sujama, but in this game with my mods, it's Nord mead. Orcish crossbow. That's cool and different. Yo, Publius. Can you do any marksman stuff? Because that'd be an interesting way to try and keep you out of trouble. If I give you a crossbow and some bolts, we could try that. Also, orc leather cuirass, orc leather armor. It's rubbish, but it does look kind of cool. If this were an MMO, I'd use that as a cosmetic skin. Orcish toothed axe. 18 to 32. That's pretty beastie, actually. Like, the max damage isn't the highest, but it has a very high minimum damage. One elemental Daedra. Daedra worship, the Iliads. Man left his helmet over here. Wasn't expecting a fight. Silver throwing knife.
What was that?
Nectar of the gods. I mean, I have to admit, I do like my mead, although I've never noticed it making me, like, strong enough to lift up a car before. It's magical Morrowind mead. It follows different rules. ABCs for barbarians, that's a nice touch. Still kind of chronically over-encumbered. Yeah, I mean, we kind of are, but it's not too bad. What is the secret of our Calcum? If I don't know it, you will laugh at me and cast me out of Sovngarde. That is sure. No one in this life can you trust. Not man, nor woman, nor beast. But this waves Orcish Claymore. This you can trust. Alright, that leads back to the Sepulchre. Oh, we're back in here. Local map, please. I feel like there's got to be something in here I've missed. This isn't all of it, is it? You haven't drunk enough of it. Fun fact, I did once drink all of the mead in a bar. They had no more left. I went back for another glass, and they were like, sorry, man, you've drunk it all. I felt like I made my ancestors proud that evening. Me doesn't agree with you, too sweet. I mean, it's a weird one, isn't it? I mean, I'm not normally a big one for sweet stuff. Particularly cannot stand anything with, well, like rum, for example. It just doesn't, no. Or anything mixed with Coke is a bit disagreeable to me, but for some reason mead is different. It's not sugary sweet, it's honey sweet, and that's somehow different to me. How sweet is it? It's sweet-ish. I mean, it really just does taste like alcoholic honey. Beer and single malt whiskey guy.
We're
Nice sweet
watching
drinks.
you.
Generally me neither. Although I can't fucking stand whiskey. Just makes me wretch. I do not understand how people like it. I mean, I get that taste buds are weird and complicated things, but man, if I had a kryptonite, it's whiskey. Mr. Mega Hassy, thank you very much for 28 months. Halt! 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 Where's my balm amulet? Is it recharged by a house? You don't get why you like it, you just do. It's fair enough. I mean, I'm like that with... I like beer. I like bitters, I like IPAs, I like pretty much all of it. And yet I can drink it and sit there and taste it and be like, I completely understand why people don't like this. It's very bitter or sour, depending on what kind of beer you're drinking. And it's like Marmite to me, you know? Like, I enjoy Marmite. I can just dollop loads of it on my toast in the morning, but I eat it, and I sit there and I think, this is kind of objectively disgusting in a way. Like, I like this for some reason, and yet I know it doesn't taste very nice. It's weird. Oh, hello. It's gotten cold enough. Our breath is frosting over. Frosting? No. Steaming. No. Condensing. You don't get the whole thing with wine. I didn't either until someone actually taught me how to properly taste wine, and then I was like, whoa, I get it now. Ooh, athletics increased. Very nice. Six out of 10 times before you could truly see you like something or not. I suppose so, yeah. That's quite a view, isn't it, that right there? That's almost thumbnail worthy. Just that view right there with the mountains in the distance and the sloping sort of going, the composition of it going down from left to right. That's very, very pleasing to the eye. The lighting is just right as well. You got the Derma ruins fading out in the distance there as well. It reminds me of the promotional art for the original game. That said, I hate whiskey, and yet I do occasionally sometimes still drink it. I don't know why. There are some moments in life where you just need a neat whiskey, and nothing else will do the job. Even though I hate the stuff, I'll finish maybe 2 glasses and just be like, okay, I'm good now. Kind of whiskey have you had? Virtually every fucking kind, my friend, because I got lots of friends and family members who over the years have said, no, you just haven't tried the right whiskey yet. Here, have this. So... Hello, Zendercan. Welcome to the stream. Let's head into this place. What was this called? The Hound's Rest. We rent bed. Oh yes, weird beardy Dunmer. I remember this guy. I'll have a hot meal. Let's have the tasty soup and a bed. He hasn't said where it was, but presumably it's around here somewhere. It's probably one of these, right? Here we go. Oh, random itch. What's that about? Beard hair got all out of place there or something. I'm not sure what happened. It's the bed that won't give you a bounty for sleeping in it. I like that the chest of drawers is permitted as well, and the chest. Like, we can actually use this storage if we want to. It's kind of neat. Alright. 12 hours of rest. Bit more than I actually sleep for in real life, but, you know, it's rest, it's not exclusively sleep. It includes the, 4 or so hours that Antonia just spends scrolling on her phone before actually going to sleep. Well, we're doing alright for ourselves. We've got a little bit of treasure on us still. We've got 6.4 grand in the proverbial bank, but not the actual bank. Although, having said that, there is a bank in the game, and we should probably visit it. And actually make a deposit. That would be a good idea. I do think our equipment is probably going to need some repairs, though. The 4 hours of tossing and turning because you can't sleep, yeah. You just sort of keep going, don't you? You just stay awake until you're physically feeling your eyes closed, and then, alright, here we go, now we're good. It's always how it ends up being with me. I'm not one of those people who can just lie down and zen out and go to sleep. I have to be physically exhausted first. Let's go get some soup. From the man here. And then let's skedaddle. I believe we talked to all of these... Oh, dude. We've talked about this personal space thing before. We've talked to all the people here before last time, if I recall, and we found none of them really had anything interesting to say. So, questions: where to now? Lovely view, isn't it? Quite the scenic overlook. Look at the world map. There's a chunk of area down here we've not explored, and then obviously there's northwards towards those Dwemer ruins. Thing is, there is a chunk of area here we haven't explored, but also no easy-looking path to get to it, unless we fancy levitating up over these cliffs. Not a bad idea, actually. How much? Let's see. How much charge has the floaty belt got? Loads. So let's go. Let's go. Go floating. Probably is getting friend zoned. He's getting subordinate, non-commissioned officer zoned. That's what he's getting. Can't fraternize with the rank and file people. Come on. Oh, hey, Unicorn. How you doing? 4 ads, really? I'm so sorry. I'm so very sorry. Where's the thing? Where's my notepad? Obligatory little... There you go. Antonia ain't Commander Shepard, no. She'd have Commander Shepard clapped in irons, I think. Sent off to horny jail. Alright, floaty belt activate again. Alright then. Man, so we're climbing up Caradhras in Lord of the Rings, I love it. Just no horrible snowstorm, courtesy of one angry wizard. Yet. Oh, we got a big old Dwemer ruin down there. He's getting HR wouldn't approve zoned. I have to remember that one. This is so cool. I'm sorry, guys. I know this is all pretty mundane stuff, in it. Oh, what mountains in a fantasy RPG? Like, what rock have you been living under, mate? You never seen this before. But in Morrowind specifically, having big snowy mountains like this is a real novelty to me. This game is usually flat as a pancake. It's probably an ancestor tomb, right? Alright, you know what? Normally we don't go in ancestor tombs because I don't want to grave rob with this character. We're not about that, but It's just so inviting, you know? We're gonna take some, I don't know, shelter from the cold or whatever, although I'm looking at the temperature bar down there and noticing it's not actually very cold, but hey. The only one being Red Mountain, yeah, and to be honest, Red Mountain's more like Red Molehill these days. Oh, Uni, thanks for the sub. You didn't have to do that. Well, I do believe there's a Bone Walker behind that door. He's doing the classic Bone Walker thing of phasing one of his hands through it. And that's a Bone Lord. What up? Surprise, motherfucker. Oh, where did you come from? Oh, I think it was summoned by the Bone Lord. Alright, well this place has been trashed. Bit of a cave-in or something, looks like. Uh-oh. We've annoyed something. Battle music is happening. Ooh, another edition of the Sermons of Vivek, and that's a really tall urn. What's that about? Has a single gold coin in it. Probably a... Yeah, bro. Did that thing respawn? What happened there? I won't take the offerings. I'm going to draw the line at that. We won't take the offerings. That would seem mean to me. Bone Lord. I know, it's almost as good as Bone Throne from Baldur's Gate last week. Bone Lords actually used to make you nervous in-game. They're not all that, really, is the funny thing. Like, they look like they ought to be mega powerful, but they're not. There's the zombies in Oblivion for you, Green. Yeah, the zombies in Oblivion were friggin' creepy, man. Especially when that game first came out. I'm pretty sure the age rating of that game was actually bumped up specifically because of the zombies. Mind you, we have this monstrosity, I suppose, as well, don't we? These guys are pretty awful. Especially when they're blocking the door, you prat. Come on. Get out of the way. Alright, let's see if we can find a way to deal with this. Ring of Wizard's Fire! No, that wasn't an invitation for you to start being weird as well, Publius. You've ruined everything now. Look, you just stood there, taking lots of fire damage. Well, at least we killed that thing. Listen, you absolute toddler of a man. I need you to stand here, sit still, and stay out of trouble before you die. But yes, I know what you mean, Bone Lord. It's laced with double entendre, isn't it? He's a bit of a Bone Lord, if you know what I mean. Could we get this open? No, I probably couldn't, could we? Not with our apprentice lockpicks. Not with our plebeian apprentice lockpicks. I've run out of all the good ones. Probably just planning a mutiny. Look, we're working on it, okay? I'm gonna fix the stats eventually. We just need to find... I don't know. We need to find somebody who'll sell me the damn spell effects I need, actually, really. Hit me with a sound spell, didn't he? That's where the weird sound effects are from, yeah. What is with the giant urns in this place? That's very strange. Where's my balm amulet? There it is. Scroll of Windform. Ah, I love it. Scroll of Windform is one of my favourite scrolls in this game. It's so cool. It's all in the imagination for it, really, because all it actually does is gives you levitate 75 points for 30 seconds and invisibility for 30 points itself. But I love the imaginative aspect of it being, the implication being that It's not simply turning you invisible and making you levitate, it's just turning you into wind. And you just flutter about the place. Because 75 points of levitate is really high as well. I'll make you levitate really fast. Recall. No, we need Mark. I mean, I'll take it, but we need Mark, don't we? I've got an amulet of recall now, I think. Yeah, we just need Mark. Okay, that's locked and trapped. You know what? I'll untrap it just for the experience, I guess. What? Since when was that a thing? Trap too complex. Your chance to disarm it is 0. I didn't think that was possible. What the heck? Yeah, I know, right, Potomsium? Same reaction here, man. What? I thought that would never happen in this game. I thought you could always... I mean, is this a code patch thing? What's happening here? Well, there you go. We've untrapped it. I still can't open it, though. And a glass spear. Now, how does that compare to our glass halberd, out of curiosity? Slash 6 to 32. This one does thrust 6 to 32. It weighs less. It's lower condition. But on the other hand, it's kind of unusual. And the stab thrust attack animation is always faster than the chop or slash. So, you know what? We'll take it. I won't throw away the glass halberd because we can sell that, but Scroll of Black Sloth. Damage agility 5 to 15 points for 5 seconds untouched. Someone just put a curse of Black Sloth on me my entire life. I tell you. Alright, we're not getting those open, I'm afraid. I have an awesome new green pokey stick. Oh, hello. There we go, we've christened the new pokey stick and it did the job. Now what's in here? An exquisite shirt. Oh, it's a really unique looking one too. I'm having it. I'm sorry, I'm having it. What does it look like? Oh, I forgot she's not wearing a shirt on under that armor. Let's fix that, shall we? With a new exquisite shirt. Oh, it's kind of like the one from, you know, the one that was added by Tribunal, but it's just some slightly different colors. It looks very swish, though. It kind of looks like a tabard or something, doesn't it? When you wear it with armor. It's kind of neat. If we decide to retire from the Legion and go become like a noble in House Redrun or something, I think I want this to be my get-up. This shirt right here. Kind of works nicely with the cuirass, actually. Let's pop a helmet on as well. We've not been wearing that for some reason. Alright, I came down. I came up into the Valus Mountains, and all I got was this lousy shirt. Except it's not lousy. Looks very Imperial. Yeah, it reminds me of the black silk shirt. Is that what it's called? The black silk outfit you get in Oblivion? The one that the Count of Skingrad wears? Did we actually explore this properly over here? Yeah, we did. I remember this. Alrighty then. Well, that was cool. It was a small little dungeon, but it was cool. Pun not intended, I guess. The big dome of ruin. I see a cave over there, actually. Like a snowy cave over there. But what else is over in this direction? What else might we find? This is some Tamriel Rebuilt stuff. Hell yeah, man. We're down. It's the newest part they've added. We're down here, right down in the southwest. Or this is basically the border with Cyrodiil. Like Cyrodiil's on the other side of these mountains, basically. So it's pretty cool, man. Again, pun not intended. It's awesome though. I'm really enjoying it. We just went through the massive new Almoon Ashlands area. That took us about 3 or 4 streams to get through all that. And now we're up in the mountains. A billion miles away from civilization. But I'm enjoying it. Turn those mushrooms upside down. It's kind of like it's like a great big kebab, isn't it? I love that random like goat and or sheep sound effect that Morrowind has. Hello. Are these goblins? Goblins, ladies and gentlemen. These are very rare in Morrowind. Also, I'm being paralyzed. That's kind of unhelpful. Could you not do that? What are you hitting me with? This friggin' shaman or whatever he is hitting me with all sorts of crazy spells right now. What on earth? Shaman's Curse, Evil Eye. What is happening? I don't know what I think I meant to use a... Yeah, I did use a Restore Health Quality. He's just damaging me so much that it's only restoring my health very slowly. Listen here, you little shit. Come on. Will you stop it? Gotta love NPCs with paralyze effects. Cheeky little shits. Come on, let's cure paralysis. There it is. I think he managed to fatigue himself there. Goblin Shaman. Oh my god, he's skinnable? No. I don't. We don't skin bipeds, okay? That's where I draw the line, game. That's fucked up, man. That's fucked up. Bile Stone. Cast when used. Poison on target and blind on target. And a single gold piece to his name he had. What if the biped was a kangaroo? Okay. This is an exception to every rule. Human flesh! Well, I guess we know what they were going to do with us once they'd killed us. Also, where have my greaves gone? Why am I not wearing my greaves? How did that happen? People probably noticed that about 5 minutes ago. We're like, Dave, you took your greaves off, you moron! And I was too busy playing the game and wittering on in that way that I do to actually read the chat and notice. Speaking of which, hi guys! It's okay because kangaroos are chaotic evil by nature. Pagonda. I don't know if I want to fight more goblins, frankly. Those two gave me a bit of a challenge. I feel like I'm running a little low on health potions as well right now. And I'm going to play Armor Core 6. I don't know much about it. I have a friend who's more than a little excited about it because he loves Armored Core, but it's all Greek to me, I'm afraid. I did not have a PlayStation growing up, and so therefore I missed out on basically every Japanese video game ever made. So, oh, it's a friggin' berserker. Kill him! There we go. I must admit, I wasn't expecting to encounter any goblins in this playthrough because I didn't have any plans to do Tribunal, but here they are nevertheless. You should really talk to Publius about his cocaine addiction because his ambient sniffing is getting out of hand. I feel like it would be the pot calling the kettle black though, because I sniff all the time. I'm always scratching my nose and doing that sort of thing. Chat's always having a go at me, telling me I've been snorting the stuff off camera. Flynn is not what it used to be, eh? Fortify strength 15 points? Bah, rubbish. Even Skoom's a bit pants. I love that though. Dave definitely doesn't have a cocaine addiction. No, just a plastic crack addiction instead. I'm also just more generally addicted to misery, I think. I'm sure some of you can relate. Well, maybe I like the misery. It's the general response when someone says to me, why don't you try and improve your life? Why don't you change things up a bit? Maybe I like the misery. Well, some unfortunate dark elf came this way previously, it looks like. Morrowind is so weird, man. Only in this RPG would goblins be a challenge. The lowest tier of enemy in every other role-playing game ever made is actually a slightly scary challenge in Morrowind. Dude's regenerating health. Did you see that? Even in Oblivion, they're mostly a joke. Yeah, I suppose they are. Although they do stun lock you, like Billio in Oblivion, don't they? If you get mobbed by like more than 3 of them, you're in serious trouble. If you're a melee fighter, anyway. They possess a primitive civilization. Yeah, of some sort. Look, they've even done cave paintings. I wonder what that's about. This, actually, this reminds me a ton of, I don't know how many Lord of the Rings Online players there are out there, but any of you who are out there, you may recall when you go to the Misty Mountains and you go to the Goblin Caves, and you find all the cave paintings of stuff like... They have like a crude-looking cave painting of the Battle of Azul-Nor-Bazaar. I can never pronounce that correctly. And they have that really big, creepy, horrible-looking one of Gollum. Is he kind of berserker shaman? I do not like this. Goblin Chieftain. He is swole. Look at him. Surprised you didn't kill you there, Publius. Come to think of it, I don't even know why I brought you in here. You probably should have waited outside. It's a miracle you haven't been killed yet. I mean, look at it, he's literally standing on the fire trying to burn to death right now. You off to lurk, Uni. Toodle pip, then. Enjoy your lurking. Ampule pods, water walking. You know what, I will take that. Aloe vera pulp. I seem to recall in this game it doesn't heal you like it does in Oblivion, so I won't have that. And scrib cabbage, we'll put in some stew. Publius is our favourite man-child. He really is. And I can say that being something of a man-child myself. So. Oh, hello. So they've been digging here, haven't they? This goes a little further than I thought it would, actually. I mean, we just killed the chieftain. I thought that would kind of be it, really. But no. There's more. Not a lot more, perhaps, but there's more. There's also something still angry with us, because there is combat music. Oh, hello. What's up here? Oh. I think we may have already been here. Oh, no, not. Look at him run. Very slowly. Oh my goodness, we can level up, ladies and gentlemen. We can level up at last! I think I'm satisfied we've explored the cave to its fullest extent. Let's just get out of here. What is max level? I don't know if Morrowind has max level. Your skills cap out at 100 though. Hold on a second. Sorry. I thought I heard a little cat tippity tapping on the office door there, but I was mistaken. I know you guys will like to see Colin when he's around. Hold him up in front of the camera like Simba. So... Get out of my face, Publius. Where did this guy come from? Roach, was that Publius, please? Or was that Publius, please? Publius cat. I should make that into a new emote, actually. Just one of those big, huge square emotes that is just his friggin' face. Live Publius reaction. Oh. We found the edge of the world, everybody. Oh, that's another good view, isn't it? I'm going to have a lot of thumbnail choices for this week. Yeah, I know, it's kind of hilarious, isn't it? It's not even that cold. If I think it's tied largely to weather, really, rather than biome for the most part in this game. If it were to start snowing right now, it would get super cold. Kind of like how in the Ashlands it only really tends to get warm when it starts actually ash storming, and oh my god. okay, found another Daedric room. This one's in a glacier. I almost called it cool there, and I was like, I gotta stop fucking saying that. Oddly enough, well, I mean, you know, if I had a septim for every Daedric ruin in a glacier I've encountered in Morrowind, I would have 2 septims, which isn't much, but it's weird it happened twice. Ow. I seem to have a rather pissed off Nord, who has just absolutely murdered me. Oh dear. Well, let's try that again. I'm going to leave you here, though. Oops, no, wrong button. There we go. Publius sit in the corner. Oh, poor Publius. You got any more of them rejuvenation potions? I do. What ended the Daedric cult here? The Ice Age! Please hit it, for fuck's sake. Oh, I do have a potion of Dispel. I'm gonna drink it right. No, we'll leave it. Oh boy. Yeah, we're really running low on health potions. This is a problem. Is this guy a vampire or something? He's making some really weird noises. He also seems pretty fucking strong. Gotcha. Knurgar. Nordic Ringmail. And one of those Baldarum Bone Mold Cuirasses. Interesting. Herder's Belt. There's the bomb amulet. There it is. Oh! God, that was a bad time to take your fingers away from the keyboard. I am chilly now, apparently. Oh, yeah, it's probably because of the frost magic. I was about to say, oh, the weather's changing. No, well, it's actually because you just got hit with a frost ball. Alright, mate. Have some of this. Oops, run out of arrows. What else have we got? Use up a few of the odds and ends. Gotcha. You can hear the ice cracking. Hey, spelling error. How you doing? A lot of enchanted arrows. Yes, we looted a hideout which had a chest full of an absolutely absurd number of the things. I think we actually left some there behind. Like, I can go back and get some more if I ever need to. There was just a preposterous number of magic arrows in there. Oh, check that out. That's kind of cool. What's this about hungers? Daedroth and Hungers actually scared you as a fresh 12-year-old playing this on the Xbox. Really give you the heebie-jeebies. The lesser Bone Walkers kind of freaked me out personally. I thought they were just... It's their faces. Something about the way their faces look. Huh. I'm thinking about going back to Morrowind. Haven't really played it at all in the past. I've heard OpenMW is a good starting place. Honestly, mate, it depends. I'm not playing OpenMW right now, and the reason for that is because OpenMW doesn't support mods which use the Morrowind script extender. Like, for example, Ashfall, which is the mod that allows me to pick up this here firewood and turn it into a campfire and eat and cook food and do all that survival stuff. It also doesn't let me do any of the other things in here, like this companion Healthbars mod, companion leveler, easy escort, all of this is script extender stuff, like the weapon sheathing. Oh yeah, need to turn that off. Finally fix that and get rid of those. There you go. Like you can't have any mods which require the script extender if you use OpenMW. So, oh, this is pretty cool. This little stream leads right down to that Dwemer ruin. Also, yes, according to Dr. Fat, who is much more well versed with it than I am, it kind of runs like garbage as well, unless you have a really good PC. So, honestly, a lot of people swear by OpenMW. I am not one of them. I'm playing right now good old-fashioned regular Morrowind, and I aim to continue this way. Honestly. Some MWSE mods have been ported over to OpenMW's Lure, but most still need it. Oh, okay, that's good to know at least. The one thing I do like from OpenMW that I do miss when I play this is the fact that the map works properly when you go to places like... When you use like the new lands mods like Skyrim, Home of the Nords, and Province Cyrodiil. The map here doesn't work with those mods, unfortunately. In regular Morrowind, you need OpenMW for it to work that way. Which is a little bit annoying. Perfectly playable still without it, but, you know. Anash Bibi, Outer Shrine. Alright, let's check this place out then. What do we got here? What awaits us within these grim and frosty depths, which are apparently very warm and comfortable, judging by the temperature bar down there, but hey. I would go with regular old Morrowind, honestly, for first playthrough. Get the graphics extender, which will let you play the game in modern resolutions and whatnot, with some extra graphical effects and your distant terrain and stuff like that, and then just have at it, man. It'll make your game run in a bigger resolution, it'll make it look prettier, and then aside from that, just... You don't even need any of the mods, just enjoy vanilla Morrowind for what it is, because it's one of those games that you can mod, but you don't need to. I keep forgetting we've got Gunnahiru's Fabled Hide. I have no idea what I'm going to do with that. Part of me wants to sell it because it's worth so much. Part of me also wants to hang it up on the wall. This is a quest dungeon, but we do not have the associated quest. Interesting. Well, I guess we'll find out. Also, I'm pretty sure I can't pick that open, so I guess that's that. Oh yeah, OpenMW does allow you the opportunity to do multiplayer. Yeah, that's the thing. That is actually, to be fair, the only time I tend to play at OpenMW actually is when I'm doing multiplayer with someone. Oh my god, you spooky bastard! Could this paralysis please wear off? That's very annoying. Spooky motherfucker. Right. Okay, this guy hits like a truck. That's not good. Oh boy, I have a bad feeling that we've run out of health potions entirely now. I think we might have done. Alright, let's just backpedal and archery this guy to death. These are AoE arrows, right? So I can just, yeah, do that. Although he seems to be ignoring the effect of it. Git. Let's try a different type of arrow. Well, that definitely works a bit better. Just need to get past the guy and not die. Gotcha. Dwemer Halberd. Yeah, it's not actually as good as my fancy spear, but kind of cool looking, nevertheless. Oh, he has a reflect. Oh, I see. Oh, never mind anyway. We've leveled up. I meant to do that a bit longer to regain some more health, but hey. Strength, agility, and more endurance, I think. Rest a little bit longer. Snow and ice over here. Alright, what horrors await beyond this door? Nothing, for the door is stuck. There's some stupid fucker stood on the other side of it, isn't there? Alright, I'm gonna cheat a little bit here and just... Oh, never mind, we're good now. Toggling collision made the door open through him. That's not what actually I was planning to do, but that works. And ow! Bro! I'm gonna die now, aren't I? Oh, that was close. That was fucking close, man. Run away. Ow! No, now I'm dead. Am I the only one here who doesn't actually care about pole arms that much? Like... I'm on a level with you. I'm not super gutted about the weapon variety being lowered down a little bit in the subsequent games. I mean, it'd be nice if there were other weapon options, but unless they're going to have a significantly different effect on how combat works, I'm not sure I really care that much. Venators over here like Marge Simpson. Like, I just think they're neat. Yes, I know what you mean, Dr. Fat. Nobody hates Todd Howard like the fans of his work. Oh, my fucking word. Ah, this guy's the bane of my existence right now. Ugh. Alright, you son of a bitch. Oh my god, please die. Thank you. Frost resistance. Ah! Very funny. Very good. Well done, game. Thing is, I think at the end of the day, you want to add more weapon types to the game, and especially in the later games. What you're doing there is just creating a ton of extra work for the animators. And what benefit really is there other than just a little bit of additional self-expression on the part of the player? You got to weigh up like how much work something is gonna create for the dev team versus what it's actually gonna get you in return. Would you prefer to have like polearm attack animations, or would you prefer to have additional creature types, for example? Because like that's other things that the animators could be working on instead. So, you know, Morrowind has all sorts of crazy weapons, but this is Morrowind, and you may have noticed the animations are just the most simplistic shit you've ever seen. So it was less of an issue back in 2002. Nowadays, everything's like motion captured and stuff. Should we stop here and do a little bit of alchemy? I don't know how much we've got in the way of restore health ingredients, but we're going to have to try something here, aren't we? Let's eat some of the stew and try and make some potions. Marshmallow. Salt rice. There we go. That's something. Liquid muffins. Of course, 4 failures in a row, naturally. Trauma root and coda flower. No. And where's the racer plumes? And Antonio, you suck at alchemy, don't you? Resin. That heals you. Only if you can successfully make the bloody potion, though. I think that's it. That's our lot, isn't it? That's all the restore health ingredients I had. Well, we made a few. And by which I mean we made one. A single potion. Goody gumdrops. I mean, they've literally said TS6 is in pre-production, right? So, I mean, you're not wrong. They aren't lying to you or trying to keep that under wraps or anything. They've pretty much come out and said that Elder Scrolls 6 is still in pre-production. A single health potion is a treat. Oh dear. I have nothing else, do I? Nothing else except for, well, yeah. Can I offer you an Ornada egg in this trying time? Oh no. You're some kind of frost monarch, aren't you? You're huge. And you have 1 billion health points. Oh, I do have a restore health standard in here. Apparently I missed that. Restore health, right. Where are those resist frost potions I picked up? Quality frost resistance. Quality frost shield. Obviously the game was preparing us for this, so... Now can I maybe get him with some silence? Yes. Yes! Right, you big son of a bitch. You big friggin' frosty wrestler. Let's have ya. I don't have any immediate left, do I? Otherwise that would be perfect. Anything I can buff with? Rejuvenate, I suppose. Amulet of Shield. Third barrier ring. Oh my god, really? Oh yeah, sure, just knock me to the fucking floor, you git. No! Oh god, killed him just in time for that spell to wear off. Alright, Ishil Mahon, he was named and everything. He has an ice crystal. Weight 25, value 200. I'm taking it because it's cool and... No, not cool! Stop accidentally making puns! It's interesting, is what it is. It's interesting. It's a quest item as well, according to Django, so I figured it probably would be. Shard of the Borealis, ladies and gentlemen. Slash 4 to 55 damage. Frost damage 2 to 8 points on strike. I mean, it's the Ice Blade of the Monarch, isn't it, really? But it's just different. It's also stuck in a stone. But I can pull it out, no problem, apparently. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think we may be retiring the Orcish Halberd. Although, wait a minute, this is one-handed. Insane! Completely bonkers! I mean, I'm going to retire the old halberd anyway. We can rest here beneath the statue of Sheogorath. Should have left it in a Malakath shrine, really, but, one-handed ice blade. Yep. I mean, it's a Stalrim longsword, basically, isn't it? That's the base model, but, okay. Yep, I got a long blade weapon that does 50-odd damage, and I can use my shield with it. That is nuts. That is bonkers. This was worth coming down here for. Wow. Wow. Spirit of the Daedra, a gold coin, and a sleep amulet. Look at that, a sleep. There's something touching about that, you know? It's not a magical amulet that really does anything crazy or cool. It's just... It suggests to you a little bit about who that person was. They had just someone who had trouble sleeping, and so they had a sleep amulet to help with that. Now then. Unfortunately, it doesn't appear to be any kind of fancy quick way out of here, so we're backtracking. We're in Backtrack City. And 'tis the middle of the night. I think we'll set up camp. There's old Publius wandering about the place. Alright, matey. Let's... Oh, it is quite cold here now. It's gotten after dark. What's this ice crystal look like then when you take it out? It's just, well, yeah. Kind of looks like the head of a water arrow from Thief 2, but hey. We don't have a lot of firewood, do we? Unless, probably, have you got any? Did I give you any firewood? Yeah, I did actually. Also, I see another bit just there. Let's have that. Shut up, random sheep. What creature do you reckon it is that makes that noise in the distance? Because obviously there aren't any sheep in Morrowind, so it can't be that. I don't think maybe it's Nick's hounds. Let's get the tent set up. Just as soon as I actually get it off Publius, I forgot you were carrying it. He's got a probe as well, I love that. Why can't it be sheep? Because there just aren't any in the game. There are no sheeps in Morrowind. Reduce cold weather effects by 20% for 2 hours. Fire penalty. I didn't even notice that effect. Alright, where's my bedroll at? So let's put the cover on it, shall we? Where my bedroll at? What did I do with it? Oh no, did I leave it somewhere? But I fucking left it somewhere, didn't I? No, there it is. Right. Phew. And of course, the velvet pillow. Alright. Ooh, it's a bit foggy out today. Quite an interesting effect on the landscape, though.
Where did I put that?
Here in the frozen north. I have to put the roll regulation skirt on. It's getting a bit chilly. No, it's not by mod. It's in the vanilla game. You wander around the Ashlands, you will hear it occasionally. Alright, Milado, you can carry the tent once again. Along with... Wow, is there anything else I can give you? Would you like my... Well, no, you can't have the claymore. I've dropped it. Would you like this halberd? You can have that. I don't think there's anything else I can give him right now. Or at least anything else I want to give him right now. Let's have some stew. Drop charcoal. Oh yeah, yeah, we keep accumulating a huge amount of charcoal, don't we? Because the you pick it up when you destroy the campfire. Where are we right now? We are all the way over here. There's Vardenfell. We're down here in the Valas Mountains on the border with Cyrodiil. Pretty much just exploring. Where's the way through? Is it just this way? I think it is. Yeah, to the stream. It's probably just having a laugh at my expense, yeah. It's just doing sheep impressions. Behind me when I'm not looking. Now down there is the Dwemer Ruin, right? It's a bit lost in the fog, but oh yeah, there it is. Hoving into view. How did you get stuck back there, dude? You had to teleport to carry up, what's the word I'm looking for? The phrase, to catch up. I had a little error 404 there. Oh, see, now I want to see if there's anything under the ice lake. Oh wait, it's not really an ice lake. This is just some very shallow water. This is pretty cool, this. It just emerges out of the fog. It does feel right now like we're playing a very low poly, ugly version of Skyrim right now. Reminds you of that bit in Dawnguard. Oh, the Forgotten Vale. Yeah, I kind of see what you mean. Do you know what the Forgotten Vale needed, in my opinion? Dinosaurs. To really sell the whole, you know, Lost World aspect of it. Okay, this is quite a Dwemer Ruin. Holy crap. This is not your garden variety Dwemer Ruin. This is something quite spectacular. This is the most majestic of all early 2000s jank graphics. I mean, you know, I used to think that Morrowind was pretty good for 2002, but then I was recently reminded that Battlefield 1942 came out in 2002, and that game looks so much better than this. I mean, with the graphics extensions and mods I'm using, it's about on par, probably, but vanilla Morrowind? God, it's ugly as sin compared to Battlefield. And Neverwinter Nights is even uglier still, and it came out in the same year. Hendor Stardoms is the name of this place, apparently, according to the bottom right there. Oh, is that a goblin camp up there? I think it is. I'll investigate that later. So I'm just enjoying the scenery here and walking to make sure our fatigue isn't drained. I think Morrowind has a very surreal feel that better graphics would have actually hindered. I guess we'll find out if Skywind ever comes out, right? Seems to be no real sensible way to get down there other than to just levitate, I guess. This is another entrance down there. Oh, it looks like there might be. That's probably the way we're meant to go in. Alright, you know what? Let's do it properly. Man, yeah, this location is pretty amazing. This whole area here. Dahrk's workroom. Oh my god. Oh, I love this sword. I don't love this guy though. Probably a you're a liability in here, aren't you? You wait here in this entrance hall.
What say you?
Uh-oh. Wait, what? I think something wants me dead, but I don't know where it is. You mind, Centurion Miner? What is that? Master Forger's Mail. Fortify armor, blunt weapon, and heavy armor. 10 points and soft constant effect. Whoa. Dwemer armor as hammer as well. Actually, it's probably a good time. Good point. Good thing we found that, because actually our gear probably really does need repairing. That's pretty awesome, though. It's a shame it's a Dwemer Cuirass, therefore it looks ridiculous. I mean, I think anyway. Yeah, it has the weird butt plate. Although I tell you what, on old Antonia, it's actually rather flattering. Looks very uncomfortable to wear though. And I mean, you can't sit down. Forget sitting in a chair. It's cool and unique, and I want to take it with me, but it also weighs 27, so maybe not. This is what I was looking for. Right. Okay, got a bit of work done with the hammer. Let's try the prongs. Alright, repaired some of our stuff. It's not all top-notch exactly, but if worst comes to worst, we can pay Publius to repair our gear for us. Yeah, I keep forgetting we can do that, but that is actually an option. Spider Centurion schematics. A dwarven dower shield. Not as good as my cool ebony one though. Let's do between prongs and a hammer. I think prongs have more uses but repair less. I think that might be the difference. Halls of Mazanfalek. What will we find if we go down? Nothing really, as it turns out. Oh no! A pit, really, a pit that we could stupidly fall into. That's all we found down there. These little gits are quite mean, aren't they? These little Centurion miners. Oh, right. I need to rebind some of my keys, don't I? Right, number 1 needs to be Shard of the Borealis, and number 3 needs to be the glass spear. There we go. Oh, it's a Dwemer ghost. Hello. Goodbye. More prongs, boys and girls. Oh man, there's something good in there. Let's get a local map here for a second. Well, that's interesting. Can't really do anything with it, but cool. Whoa. What is that funky wrecking ball you've got on your arm there? You're not just... That isn't just the normal Steam Centurion, is it? It feels like this thing is bigger than usual. Maybe it's just the normal one. I don't know. I'm imagining things. Clobbering arm. I say, someone's put cement in this pipe. A bit of a cave in here blocking this way. Cog tower. Well, as advertised, it has many cogs. And not a lot else. Interesting. It's a piece of scrap metal, and that's like the only thing in here you can interact with. That's another ghosty boy. Although he's looking a bit less see-through than usual for some reason. One H2M picture. I think I can live without. Though I can't get through there. Neither of you had a key, did you? Alright, well this is a bit of a bust. I have to admit I am... No, there doesn't seem to be anything up there. Probably still unwell. Yes, I'm afraid so. You've not been able to fix him yet. Oh god. I love these floating guys. They remind me of Slags from the Oddworld series. These guys here. You guys know the ones I mean. Come to the little helicopter blades. Sligcopters, yeah. That's a series of games that is a strong contender for whenever we decide to do another little franchise marathon on the channel. The Oddworld series would be pretty fun, I think. Used to be so bad at Oddworld when you were a kid. Yeah, me too. It's one of the hardest games I've ever played. Abe's Exodus, specifically. I remember there was a bit where you're in the jungly area and you've got the fleeches. So I think that's what they're called. The little wormy grub things that can just slap you with their tongue and swallow you whole. The bit where you have to go through a series of chambers with those things swimming around trying to get after you, while you leap around trying to pull levers before they eat you. Oh man, so difficult. Munch's Odyssey was fun. You can barely remember it though. Yeah, same. I remember I played some of Munch's Odyssey because we rented it from Blockbuster. Remember when that was the thing you could do? You feel old yet? But yeah, that's when I played a bit of Munch's Odyssey on the Xbox as a result of that. And then there's Stranger's Wrath as well, which I never got around to playing. And then there's a couple of remasters and remakes as well since then, right? There was an Abe's Odyssey remake. Or remaster, I guess. And then there's like a full-blown Abe's Exodus remake, I think, as well. Which is actually very, very different from the original game. Sorry, guys. Sniffly nose today. As usual. I don't know what it is. We could blame pollen count, I suppose. I'm low-key allergic to something. We've quite been able to figure out what, though. I'm, aside from super glue, mega allergic to that stuff. Get a whiff of cyanoacrylate, or whatever it's called. I end up with basically flu symptoms for a week. Kitty allergies? I don't think so. I mean, he's not around right now. And he hasn't been molting, really, for a while, either. This particular music track we're listening to right now has a very Neverwinter Nights feel to it, to me. Obviously, that's not surprising, considering Jeremy Soule did the soundtrack for both games, and they came out in the same year. Alright, sir. I don't know if I've got any health potions left. As a matter of fact, I don't think I do. I might have cheap rejuvenation. That'll have to do. Oh, I've got the bomb amulet too. Whoa. Battle on the bridge. No, we've already done it, Endo. I did some alchemy earlier. We are completely out of healing ingredients. One step ahead of you, man. Whoa! Hello. Surprise, motherfucker. Got him. Right, I need to deal with you as well now. This fancy new sword's a godsend, I gotta tell you. And also, did you see that? We actually blocked for once. Not that we've had much in the way of opportunities to practice our block skill lately, because I've been using two-handers for ages, but... yeah, new sword, new sword. If you missed that earlier, it's the Shard of the Borealis. We got it from a really, really awesome dungeon. Alright, let's slow down a minute, get our fatigue back. Flying ones are from Tribunal. Yeah, I think so. They feel like they're modded, but they're not. Do you know what we could use? Do you remember I picked up those kind of Dwemer grenades or whatever? Dwemer throwing vials? We should consider using them at some point. Because I think they're area of effect, so I think I only need to just throw them at the floor near the enemy. Be a bit overkill for this little guy, though. Never finished Tribunal. No, a lot of people have. I hadn't myself until I did it for the Fathers Let's Play on YouTube. Up until that point, I had never finished Tribunal. Although I have to admit, if I were to do it again, I would probably do it with the Clockwork City mod. That overhauls the final dungeon quite massively. Maybe I should use the floaty belt to go check up there. Yeah, let's do it.
We're watching you.
Let's do it. Aurelius, hello. Thanks for the 14 months, man. This flying circus is just swell. You checked out the TIE Fighter Reimagined mods. I am aware of them. Yeah, I did see you post that link in Discord. I did see it. I've been aware of it for a while. It's for Free Space 2, right? Yeah, I need to get around to trying it at some point. Instead of just desperately trying to make TIE Fighter work on my Steam Deck. Just got home, which probably means you're stopping soon. We started a little late today, so maybe give it another half hour. Ebony crossbow, are you serious? It's only slightly better than my silver Nordic longbow, admittedly. But dwarven jink bolts, man. How much does it weigh? 23. As long as I can continue carrying it, I think I will. That might be useful. Steam Deck gang, hell yeah. Actually, I haven't been using it very much recently, but I do like my Steam Deck, I have to admit. I found it's really good for playing a lot of old games that I have resolution issues with on my modern PC. Like, I've been playing, well, not recently, but I was for a while playing a whole ton of X-Wing Alliance on my Steam Deck. That was pretty good. Dude's dead. His rotor blades should really stop moving. Is there another bit I'm missing here? Ah, it's just a bit with a cave in. Okay. I think it might be backtracking time, folks. Oh, wait, no, hang on a minute. There's something on the other side of this bridge. In the other direction we didn't go. But let's walk to preserve our fatigue, shall we? Use it as a home theatre PC with the dock. Fair enough. My brother has a Steam Deck, and I think that's what he does with his. But yeah, I like using it to play old games. I mean, I know you can. It works pretty good as an emulator as well, actually. That's what a lot of people use it for. I haven't tried any of that yet, though. Oh god, there's more. I thought we'd killed everybody out here, but apparently not. Dwarven longbow. Not as good as my Nordic silver one, though. We really need to do something about our inability to unlock virtually anything right now. I'm sorry, Void Essence? That's a new one. Let's restore health. That's actually kind of useful. I love a Void Essence potion. Hammer back outside, but now we're on one of the bridges. Yeah, the ebony crossbow is indeed a guaranteed 36 damage. Okay, so here's the thing, right? I've been wondering. I always assumed that the damage range basically depended on how long you held down the attack button for, and not, rather than being just a totally random damage thing. Have I been wrong about that all these years? Or was I correct in that the damage range is basically just how long you're going to hold down? Like, if I just go, we're going to do 4 damage with this thing. But if I do that, we're going to do the full 55. That's how I always assumed it worked in this game, but maybe I'm completely wrong. Halls of Bluethench. I mean, this is based simply on the observation that if I hold down the mouse button for longer, I seem to do more damage per hit than if I just slap them. Let's try and demonstrate here. If I just slap him a bit, that's how much damage it does a pop. If I hold it down, yeah, I nearly one-shot him. So I've been assuming this entire time that that's how it works. Unlike some other RPGs, the weapon damage isn't chosen randomly from this range, but rather this range is to describe how damage will be if the attack button is pressed quickly or you let the weapon be pulled back all the way before releasing. Thank you! Okay, I was right. I had a moment of crisis there. Have I been playing my favorite game wrong all of these years? Turns out no. I was right. Phew. Dwemer mug. I'd love a thing like that. Just a replica Dwemer mug for my desk at home. Bethesda should really be doing that. They could make some amazing merch if they really wanted to. Like, just recreations of in-game items, like the goblets from Skyrim and, you know, things like that. Get your own limeware platter from Morrowind. Oh my god, yeah, it's the dodgy, bugged Centurion that makes werewolf noises when you kill him. I missed you, dude. I hadn't seen you in a while. Yeah, that's a vanilla bug as well. That's not a mod thing. You had no idea light and heavy attacks were a thing in this game. You thought the damage range was all about luck. Well, every day is a school day, as they say. Yeah, that's interesting. You've got me wondering like how many people have played this game over the years and got completely the wrong impression from the combat, thinking it was random. Because I always assumed that everybody knew it worked the way I thought it worked. but now I'm realizing that actually maybe there's loads of people who've played this game and didn't know that. Okay. Ooh. Look at these things, they're so cool. Now where the hell am I? Oh, I see, we're on the other side of the big ravine. Yeah, Mr. Kicks. That is why short weapons are good, because they wind up really fast, so you can attack very, very quickly with them and still do max damage. That's why we did that a lot with Fathus in his Let's Play, you know, with all the short blade weapons he used to use. Like Miran's Razor. It's very effective because, yeah, it's just like, dead, dead, dead. You could attack super fast with it without compromising damage. Ah, right. Yeah, there's a goblin camp up here, isn't there? Our lack of access to healing items, though, is making me anxious. Not a camp, but obviously the goblins want to know that they live in this direction. Want us to know. I mean, is that what I said? I don't remember. We're coming up to that 3-hour mark at the moment. People sometimes ask me like, why do you only stream for like 3 hours? It's quite short. Which I guess it probably is by the standards of most Twitch streamers, but it's just because I get to about 3 hours and my brain just turns to mush. Oh, God. Just make it end. Just let me die. There we go. Three hours is plenty. I mean, I think it is, but I think for someone who does this full time, I think people find it surprising that I only stream for 3 hours. Sometimes. I think I find it perhaps more beneficial to stream more often but not for as long, versus streaming maybe a couple of days a week for twice the length. I don't have any statistics to back that up, but I just kind of, my gut feels that that's the case. Get exhausted just playing a game for more than 2 or 3 hours. Yeah, I kind of the same. I kind of get this way with a lot of stuff, unless I'm hyperfixating on it for some reason, and then I end up. That occasionally happens, you know. Like I can recall like a couple of times in the past when I ended up streaming Dwarf Fortress for like 14 hours without a break. It's not my finest hour, but for the most part, like I can only concentrate on one thing for so long before my brain starts screaming internally, demanding a break to go do something else. So, you know, even if I could stream I mean, even if I wanted to stream longer than 3 hours a day, I don't think I could do it. Or that old CK2 stream. Oh, did I do a really long one of those as well? Yeah, Paradox games kind of tend to get me like that. They are... Ooh, Carol Mines. Yeah, Paradox games, they somehow manage to, more than any other kind of game I've ever played, except for maybe Dwarf Fortress, they really manage to activate the hyperfixation neurons. Really, I did an 11-hour CK2 stream. Oh, there you go. Well, I think I might investigate this later. For now, let's check out the mine, I guess. I realize I've still left Publius down there. That's okay, though. We'll come back for him. Although, actually, I think maybe we need to rest and make camp, because our health is low and we don't have any healing items, so... Paradox psychosis when you get sucked into a Paradox game, yeah. You play most Hoi 4 campaigns in one sitting. I have to admit, when I did still play Hoi 4, I kind of was the same, actually. I've played campaigns of Darkest Hour since, actually, that I did entirely in one evening. Used to be able to play the old Romance of the Three Kingdoms games for like an entire day. Oh yeah, when I was a kid, I could play video games all day, non-stop. Parents would have to practically drag me away from the television. It doesn't really work that way nowadays, though. Now, where the hell did we leave him? Is he down there? I think he's down here. I'm trying to remember where you parked the car. Yeah, he's inside, isn't he? I remember now. Is there anything down here at the bottom of this gully? Chill it with the friggin' sheep impressions, Publius. Play all day, but I don't think you could stream all day. Yeah, I suppose you make a really good point, actually. Admittedly. Yeah, having to talk as well, it sort of becomes extra draining. Which is definitely part of it. It's a real workout for the brain, you know. It is very much akin to, you know, you're doing like 50 push-ups and you get to like the late 40s of your push-ups and your body's screaming at you, "Oh, make it end, make it stop." I get like that sometimes with streaming. Like I get towards the end of a stream, and when I hit that stop streaming button and send everybody off on a raid, I utter such a sigh of relief sometimes. I tell you, it's not because I don't like streaming or it's unpleasant or anything like that. It's just because it becomes increasingly taxing on the old noggin the longer I do it. And as soon as I get to stop, I'm just like, oh. And your brain can rest and vegetate. I mean, genuinely, yeah, I have to just go and unplug sometimes. Either I go out for a walk, or I just go and lie down on my bed and stare at the ceiling for a bit. To sort of decompress and kill off all the external stimuli for a bit. Man, I feel totally lost now. I wonder if this leads into the mines that we found up there. Were we up there, I think? Maybe we were? No, this is somewhere called Yernashpi upper level. Alright, that's totally different. Whatever. I was trying to make my way back up there because there was a free campfire we could have used. But, never mind. Guess we'll camp outside here and then investigate this place. No, that wasn't the plan. Honestly, I'm just gonna save the fucking about and not bother with the tent today. We're kind of sheltered in here anyway. Alright. We got any stew left? We got a little bit. Okay. No, not companionship. Stay here. I'm gonna keep you outside for now, mate. You are every time we rest, he's slowly recovering some of his hit points. So. Is this deal with this place? Oh my goodness. You got an archer up there. It's like freaking the little lamplight caverns almost, it reminds me of. With the barricade. Whoa. Okay, I forgot I was using mad AoE arrows. Alright, obviously some sort of marauder bandit crew holed up in this place. With health potions! Hooray! He was overconfident to the end. Adamantium arrows. Whoa. Fair play. Oh, he's got a Nordic silver longbow as well. Excellent choice. I was just checking if that was a lockpick or something. No, it's just a spoon. Bluefoot, that's new. A new type of mushroom, everybody. You're a mage, aren't you? I don't need any magery, thank you. There we go. Summon Flame Atronach, not bad. Scroll of the 7th Barrier. That's pretty sweet. Oh, you didn't know truffles were real? Holy shit, Rollins. I mean, everybody has to learn these things somehow, I guess. No shame and all that, but wow, I didn't know that there were people who didn't know truffles were real things. They're one of those like luxury food items, like caviar. Escape for you, maybe. Nice bib you're wearing there. Are you just sitting down for dinner? Journeyman lockpicks, finally. Settling down for a picnic here. You got a little basket and everything. Oh, hello. It's just a free diamond. Don't mind if I do. Jokes. Oh, it's the rubbish joke book, not the good one. The good one's in Vivek. Excuse me. You get truffle flavor crisps in M&S. That sounds like a very M&S thing. Truffle flavor crisps. Fucking hell. The most middle class crisps. Oh, we're back here. Okay. Did a little circle. Well, alright, floaty belt time. Anything over here other than some ebony deposits? No, I was kind of hoping for more, honestly. Truffles are required taste. Yeah, you got to be rich enough to acquire it. Actually, I don't genuinely know how expensive truffles actually are. I've never sought any out to buy any, but I've always assumed they're pretty expensive. The kind of crisp that demands to speak to the manager. Although, speaking of middle class crisps, I do kind of like those ones, like the mixed vegetable crisps you get, where it's crisps, but instead of all of them being made of potato, some of them are made from like sweet potato or beetroot or parsnip and carrot and stuff like that. They're pretty darn nice, those, actually. Your bones will be my dinner. That is the battle cry of a big, chunky orc. Not bad. Dragon scale greaves, everybody. Doesn't beat my Templar greaves, but that's cool. Oh, I thought that was a Daedric gauntlet for a second there. No, it's Imperial chain. Look at this. We have kind of a cozy setup here. For a dank cave which has dripping water sounds and little puddles, it's cozy, I guess. Wow, sausage. Scrape jerky. Lots of Cyrodiilic brandy. More salt rice in the sack. Actually, we should really be searching all these sacks because they might contain precious, precious healing ingredients. I mean, they do. Unfortunately, it's all salt rice, though. Alright. And what's in there? I can pick this one open, I think. Even Antonio can pick this one with a bit of work. You ever sat down and thought about what the food in Morrowind would actually taste like? Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, I think I've talked about how before Scuttle, to me, I reckon probably tastes like something a little bit like a cross between cheese and Marmite. But like a very mature cheddar. I reckon. Scrib jerky is probably just, you know... probably just tastes like, I don't know. Might taste a little bit like prawn, almost, actually. Salt rice is probably awfully salty. I reckon salt rice is either incredibly salty or not salty at all. Like, no in between. What guar tastes like? Probably chewy. Probably very chewy. I suppose that's texture and not taste, but you know. As horse is to beef, I feel like guar would be to like turkey or something. Well, I got lost and didn't find the bit I wanted to go to. For a change. But that's nice, you know, it's fun to get lost in Morrowind. It's something you don't really get to do when you've played the game for 20 odd years. But, Tamriel Rebuilt in all its majesty allows you to actually experience that again. It's as close as you can get to playing the original again for the first time. How do you heal followers without a heal other spell? You kind of can't really. They regain some health when you rest, but that's about it. Gotta get yourself a heal spell. Give them potions and pray they drink them. Oh yeah, that's true actually. You can give them health potions, and if they when they enter combat, they will drink them. They'll only drink potions if they're sort of in combat mode though. Like if there's actually combat occurring, then they'll actually, the AI will drink potions. But if there's, for like this, and if they're in peaceful mode with no combat music or anything happening, they won't drink any potions. I don't have enough potions to spare right now, so I'm not giving him any, but it is an option. We got a hell of a lot more mileage out of this little corner of the map than I ever thought we were going to. Like, wow. There was a lot more here than I thought there was going to be. I've just noticed there's like an ancestor tomb or something all the way over there as well. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we're at the Charon Mines, which is full of goblins, I think, and I'm going to leave it here for this week. Remember to actually do a manual save as well. This is it for Antonia and Publius' adventures for this weekend. I'm going to go and probably get a beer or something. I don't know. Go decompress for a bit and then maybe head over to the pub. Or something. But either way, that's me done for the weekend. This upcoming week is going to be a bit weird because I am away this weekend, so there won't be any Morrowind on Sunday. I apologise for that in advance. There won't be any Morrowind on Sunday, and oh look, it's snowing! Finally, at the end of the stream. So no Morrowind on Sunday, no Baldur's Gate on Saturday either. So we may just get the Thursday and Friday streams in. Although actually no, not even that, because I'm actually going down on the Friday, so it'll just be a stream on Thursday this week, and that's it. So yeah, apologies for that, but man's gonna have his time off occasionally, so yeah, I'll be back to normal service though after that. So no worries, but yeah, there's gonna be a little bit of a break in the Twitch streams, for a little while, just this coming week essentially. Well, I will stream something on Thursday. I don't know what it'll be. I'll maybe let you guys vote on it or something. You know, if you want Baldur's Gate, you could vote for that. If you want Morrowind, you could vote for that. I'll just, out of the games that we normally stream, I'll put up a poll and you can vote for which one you want on Thursday. So. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that. Either way, though, that's a problem for future Dave to deal with, because right now, present moment, Dave needs to end the stream and fuck off. So let's find somebody for you guys to head on over to. Let's find somebody to raid. Let's see here for the moment. Raid. Well. Just for a change, we're going to raid Variax again. He's still playing Baldur's Gate 3, along with half the planet, it seems like at the moment. Not going to lie, I'm getting that FOMO at the moment. But I refuse to play BG3 until we finished BG 1 and 2, so I'm going to stick to it for now. So anyway, head on over, folks. Say hi to V for me, and I will see you when I see you. Toodaloo.